Sorry, let me just go there.
Distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, as an expat Galway man living abroad in Cork for many years, it is a particular pleasure for me to welcome Taoiseach to the NMCI this afternoon on your behalf and on this the occasion of the formal launch of IMERC. And Taoiseach, I just want to say to you that the sun is shining and things are looking up in Cork. I would like also to extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Simon Coveney, Minister for Agriculture and Marine, Professor Anita Maguire, the Vice President for Research and Innovation at UCC, Commodore Mark Mellett, of course, who was a very close friend of ours here with the NMCI, having worked with us for a number of years, the Mayor of Cork County, Councillor Tim Lombard, Peter Coyle here, just behind me, Peter is Chair of the Board of IMERC, and of course Dr. Val Thomas, Director of IMERC. I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of Minister Sean Sherlock, whose remit in innovation and R&D is central to the IMERC agenda, and also Deputy David Staunton, whom I met earlier. I think he's the owner as well, so you're all very welcome. I would now like to invite Peter Coyle, the Chairman of the Board of IMERC, to formally introduce the meeting.
Thank you very much. The new public service at work. We have, for example, 3 public institutions, UCC, CIT and the Naval Service, strongly backed by the Department of Defence, who are representative to Secretary General Mike are working together. You will see Ireland using its assets exemplified by this amazing college. I think you've been around it very briefly on previous occasions. It is a truly amazing college. And we're
I used to say to Commodore Mellett, how come that a landlubber like yourself is elected as the Commodore and flying officer of the Navy, comes from Castlebar, leaving at your best, on your horse in case like me, you can't see the sea. In any event, I want to say that it's an opportunity that we meet here today at the beginning of a prosperous new era of maritime exploration and exploitation. We actually stand on the edge of new discoveries, new innovation, once unimaginable in areas like marine energy, fisheries, transport, and biology. In fact, none of the car orders rapidly but on the little blue thing of what they've announced in NASA, which is the latest program for sending a rover to Mars for 2 years, and the technology that they propose to adopt to have it land on the Martian surface, which is quite incredible. I recently had the opportunity to be on your scientific ship with the Commodore, and what's happening in the analysis of underwater exploration discoveries with the Marine Institute and the Navy is quite incredible. It's indicative of where we are in the next decade. Genetics and the internet and biotechnology and nanotechnology, the world around us is changing as we speak. What we're doing here is so important. So like the first Irish sailors who looked out on the ocean and saw a new pathway to the rest of the world, we're now only beginning to understand and to comprehend the opportunities that the sea can offer us. It's time that we grab that opportunity with both hands. For too long as a nation, as a maritime nation, we turned our back on the sea when we should have been looking the other way. Mr. Coveney is tasked with this responsibility of ratcheting up political understanding of just how important the context of what it can offer us and what we can draw from in sustainable ways for our future. So I'd like to say it's a pleasure to be here on the occasion of the formal launch of IMERC, the Irish Maritime and Marine Resource Cluster. This partnership between UCC, CIT and the Naval Service is a brilliant effort that's aimed at bringing together researchers, teaching staff and naval personnel alike on the development of an ecosystem of innovation in the maritime sector. That's what this is. We have to do more to take better advantage of our expansive maritime resources, and that's why I'm very happy indeed that a number of public institutions have reached out and taken those steps. Clearly, government funding is important, not only from the Department of Communications, Energy and Natural Resources, but also from the Department of Enterprise, which Mr. Sherlock heads up in this regard. IMERC is an initiative that demonstrates the ability of our public institutions to respond to the national interest. IMERC is characterized by the way that these three institutions are mobilizing their best minds to focus on new research and economic opportunities for maritime Ireland. I'd like to compliment the leaders, Dr. Michael Murphy, President of UCC, Dr. Brendan Murphy, President of CIT, Commodore Mark Mellett, Flag Officer in Command of the Naval Service, and for what they've done in putting this together. The IMERC board, including national agencies like the IDA, Enterprise Ireland, SEAI and the Marine Institute, working alongside industry members, including the Port of Cork and Bord Gáis, have also shown real leadership in supporting this initiative. Staff in the National Maritime College of Ireland, delivered in tandem with the Irish Naval Service, are also to be acknowledged for their role in the development of NMCI. The IMERC vision is to become a research and commercial cluster of world standard, that realises Ireland's opportunity in the global maritime and the energy markets of tomorrow. This is not something local what you're doing here. What you're doing here has global reach and global potential. And I have to say, that as somebody who's been featured for a very short time, it's palpable, the feeling that there is around this country, that despite the challenges that we face economically, despite the challenges that are out there in terms of confusion and concern about the Eurozone and decisions that must be made, the energy and the innovation and the creativity that exists in this country is unstoppable if we can just harness all of that together with a focused set of targets and opportunities. And what you're doing here in IMERC is actually leading in a global way that I know will bring to fruition many of the areas of research that you're involved in. So I really do hope that the new jobs are the key areas of marine renewable energy, marine security and safety, marine recreation and shipping, logistics and transport will flow from these announcements. And I know they will. As part of this development, the IMERC partners are delivering a new research and enterprise campus in Marine Skiddy in Cork. A campus which currently features the National Maritime College of Ireland here, and the IMS headquarters in Boden. It also house UCC's new funded Beaufort Laboratory, catering for 135 researchers and 150 new construction jobs during its 18-month development. I've said repeatedly, I want to see, and demonstrate and prove that this is the best country in the world in which to do business by 2016. These new maritime announcements will greatly enhance our country's reputation as a place of innovation and research, which will make our maritime resources more attractive to new domestic and international investment. I understand that IMERC will host its first foreign direct investment client, which is a US-based company that will develop an office here in the Maritime College within the next couple of months, which will result in jobs being created. The IMERC vision will be delivered via the IMERC strategy, which I have the great pleasure in launching today as part of the official launch of IMERC. The strategy document provides a comprehensive roadmap, the time ahead for the development of IMERC from 2011 to 2016. The IMERC initiative comes about at the dawn of a new era from Maritime Ireland, stimulated by the growing realisation of the economic opportunities around maritime and energy. We are facing new challenges. We face a difficult and uncertain future in many ways. We've been in this kind of space previously, not in these set of circumstances, but we've dealt with adversity in the past and we'll deal with it in the future. I want to commend you all for your initiative and your vision. I just want to say this to you. Whatever job you do, whatever research you're involved in, you carry with you the brand and responsibility of your country. Because what I find when I go abroad is that people are now looking at Ireland as an example of a small country making an outstanding contribution.
No.